Hey everyone, Zell here, and today we're going to be back in Destiny looking at an exotic helmet for hunters called the Knucklehead Radar. And the Knucklehead Radar looks really cool, I think, and it's matched up with a lot of Crota's end raid gear right here, looking quite smashing. And let's get a little bit of a closer look at it, starting with the flavor text as always, and it says, "You can see the point, right? Who wants to team up with one?" And that kind of confused me at first, but with a little bit of wit, I figured it out, and it's a pretty funny joke, and I'll let you guys try to figure it out on your own before spoiling it for you. The first thing I actually want to talk about here is the actual appearance of the Knucklehead Radar. And if you take a look at the radar, it's animated. And that's really cool. I really like the animation. It kind of bounces back and forth a little bit, grows in size, and then shrinks back to the normal size. I really like that. It's a really cool effect, and the only other helmet I can think that has an effect like that would be the insurmountable skull fort. Is there any other ones that I'm missing? Or any other pieces of armor, be it like a chest, arms, or legs that has something similar? If it does, let me know. I'm really curious about it, and I just can't think of anything else off the top of my head. So, getting back into it, what are the perks of this helmet? It has Light the Blade. Causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown. After that, a defense upgrade, and then Inverse Shadow increases super energy gained from killing minions of the darkness, and finally, Sensor Pack. Radar remains visible while aiming primary weapons. After that, there's 3 defense upgrades, and that covers it for the weapon, but there are some confusing parts about... I said weapon. I meant armor piece. Sorry about that. But there are some confusing parts about this piece of armor. One of them being Inverse Shadow. It says increased super energy gained from killing minions of the darkness. What are minions of the darkness? That's really annoying that whenever I try to start a guide for you guys, something always finds me and starts shooting at me. Minions of the darkness are dictated by when you're in a darkness zone. When you're in a darkness zone, a skull appears on the left hand of your health. And also what it does is if you die, you have to restart that part all over again, and the minions respawn. So that's a darkness zone. Anything within that darkness zone is considered a minion of the darkness. It does not need to be Hive, Vex, Fallen, or Cabal. Any race works. Next, Sensor Pack. Let's take a look at that and get some gameplay footage of how that works and talk about it a little bit. So, who was that jackass shooting me? Was it you guys? It was. So what normally happens is once you aim in with a primary weapon, except the Mida multi-tool, you will lose your radar. And if you lose your radar, you can't see oncoming threats from your side or behind you. Pretty much you're just located to your field of view with your ADS on. And it's kind of limited. It really is. But this allows you to see what's around you, be it in front of you, behind you, wherever. Now, that's really nice, especially for PvP or when you're having to deal with something like light switch in PvE, but those are really the only circumstances I can think about it. But it's not that bad of a helmet nonetheless, and especially if you need to fill an exotic slot with something, you know? So let's take a look at something else. A lot of people have the issue of, does it work with non-primary weapons like the Vex Mythoclast, the Universal Remote, I know there's another one somewhere in there. Yeah, does it work with these? Oh, the new No Man's Land. It's the exotic sniper rifle that's a primary. Yes, this actually does work with those weapons. So even if it's a special weapon in the primary slot, the radar will still work. I just want to debunk that myth for you guys because some people do think that way, and I just want to make sure that that's out of the way because that's kind of a funny thought I find. But, you know, it's something that this helmet has going for it. And I just want to make sure it's clear that it has that going for it. And with that, that pretty much covers everything I can talk about with this helmet. There's not much to it, but it does make good use if you need to have your radar active at all times, or if you like having that extra sensory vision on your character. And that is kind of nice to have, I have to admit. And with that, that is the guide. So if you guys did enjoy it, please rate, comment, subscribe if you want to. And if you also like the video a lot, throw a like on the video. That never hurts anything. And with that, I will catch you guys later. See ya.